So our first stop is going to be Kansas. And here we see that Kansas is surrounded by Oklahoma, Nebraska, and other states. So Kansas is one of the states that lays on Tornado Alley, which is where high records of tornadoes tend to have cold and hot temperatures in the air, which are the cause of clouds turning hard winds and causing great damage to houses. Just this year, there has been very vast record of tornadoes, specifically in the Kansas area. So if we look closer, we will see that this state is it's filled with vast plains and not many buildings. But that causes more damage to the homes that are on the fields and plains. Um, so it has also been stated that there has been a shift of the so-called tornado alley, and they are moving more towards the eastern states, which is very rare because no tornadoes used to be recorded in that area, and now they are seen in areas um, such as Lower Texas, Missouri, and whatnot. So things that can be done in order to protect from tornadoes is they must stay away from windows. If possible, go under basements from house. A lot of houses are built with basements so that they can stay safe during the tornadoes. And there are two types of warnings. There's tornado warning and tornado watch, which tornado warnings are when a tornado is approaching quicker than expected, and tornado watch, no, yes, tornado watch is to have people get their stuff ready, prepared, and for the embracing winds that are to come. So our next stop is again in the United States, but this time we are going to Houston, Texas. And Houston is known for floods in the area, and there has been records set for up to 50 inches of flooding. And just this year, they were affected by Hurricane Harvey, which also caused great damage of floods. And flooding can be caused by many different things, such as the effects of a hurricane and strong rainstorms, causing great levels of water to essentially have the city underwater. Now, flooding is a difficult thing to prevent because the water has no direction and will pass through anything it wants to. So one thing that may help can be sandbags, barricading your house for potential less damage, but nothing is actually safe if the levels reach as high as the records did this year. So our next stop is Japan. And like California, Japan lays on two tectonic plates in which in 2011, the devastating earthquake that most of us remember struck, and it struck around the coast of Japan, which was around here. So that 9.0 magnitude earthquake caused two plates, the Pacific plate and the Eastern Japan plate, to emerge on top of the Eurasian plate. So as you can see from images that we had seen from the news, or such as the ones also in my pamphlet, the pressure that was released from the earthquakes was very, very damaging. It caused tsunamis, it caused a nuclear plant to explode, much like California and Japan are like with the faults and whatnot. Things that we can do to prevent us from having more damage than what there already is having buildings structured with better support, better barricades, such as the coast, because this is where the tsunami hit. There are things citizens can do individually, such as prepare with food, clothes, emergency batteries, and that goes for Californians and anywhere that there are earthquakes prone to be. Just this year in 2017, earthquakes such as in Mexico, also, as well again in Japan, struck in the magnitude of the 7.0s, which is very high. And that concludes my project. And thank you for listening.